It's April! Oh, I forgot my box. Hold on. I forgot the box that I put my microphone on so it can hear me properly. Because I have an excellent setup. How's this? See how that goes. Hey, it's April now. Check it out. New outfit. Or I should say Easter outfit. Ain't it cute? Unfortunately, I also did one for plushie. Also, it's storming outside. So if I end up freaking out a little bit or seeming a little bit on edge, aside from the fact that, hey, new costume, there's also that. Also, I hope you can see it. There's a little bit of... I added a little bit more jiggly to my model. I don't know if you can see it from here. Maybe I'll show it off later. But... oh gosh, do not... So I'm gonna put plushie over here. And I'm gonna put myself over here. How am I gonna do this? Let's see. There we go. That looks fine, right? It doesn't matter if my wing on the left gets clipped off. Because you can see the rest of me at least. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more to the side, because I do have the screen for session and puppet string for the puppet tracking, such that it doesn't cut off weirdly. But that means it's like bigger than the actual resolution in OBS. Anyway, wow, it's Saturday. It's April the 5th. And last week we finished a Turnabout Legacy in which we figured out who did it. And then he decided to try to pull a Turnabout of Flame on us, but we shut that down. Today, if my controller would like to turn on, thank you. Today, we start Turnabout Forsaken, or I should say a Turnabout Forsaken. I don't remember this one. So that's gonna be interesting. Let's do it! Tell you what. I hereby call this meeting to order. The committee is gathered here in the sight of the goddess to pass fair and frank judgment. Ah, Miles! The purpose of this hearing is to assess the professional competency of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Where are we? Are you... Kay? Why are you wearing that raincoat? No! Ah! I hope she's alright. Hey! It's April 5th! It's 1:23 p.m. on April the 5th. I did not plan this. All those times I was saying I was sick, I wasn't lying. Legit. But here we are in the High Prosecutor's offices. What the hell? Will you please stop pacing, Detective? You're kicking up dust. Oh, but I swept the floor 3 times already. Then sweep it a 4th. That doesn't help. They're gonna take your badge, Mr. Edgeworth. How can you just stand there cool as a cucumber? We don't know for certain that they will. Well, it sure seems like they mean to. Judge Gavelle pretty much spelled it out. Truly, you are proving to be quite a threat to the Committee for Prosecutorial... God damn it, I hate that word. Prosecutorial excellence. As such, you give me little choice but to report back on your continued transgressions. No doubt, you will be called to appear before the committee in due course. She said that I would be called to appear before the committee. Nothing more. Well, I don't care. I won't stand for it. What if we never get to work together again? I'd have thought you'd welcome the prospect, Detective. After all, it would mean you could work with someone less... problematic. Wow. He said it. You heard it here first, folks. Edgeworth thinks that Edgeworth is problematic. Oh, don't say that, sir. I've never heard anyone except that stupid committee say you're problematic. You just heard Edgeworth himself say it just now. What? You're not just looking for an excuse, are you? To become a defense attorney, I mean? Because I won't let you. You're Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Prosecutor, you hear? To become a defense attorney, The circumstances of my father's death set me on the path to becoming a prosecutor. But I'd only been interested in the law to begin with, thanks to my father as well. And his work as a defense attorney. Are you going to keep fighting crime as a prosecutor or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you've got a big decision ahead of you, one only you can answer. Are you listening, Mr. Edgeworth? I said I won't let you do this. Really, Detective, there's no need to be so dramatic. Who knows? The next prosecutor you work with might be a little more lenient with your salary assessments. Oh, really? So, no more instant noodles? Well, I mean, no! What are you saying, sir? I don't care about any of that stuff! But you thought about it, didn't you? If only for a moment. We're busy in here. Come back later. We're making out. Oh, who's this? Hey there. Excuse me. Is the prosecutor in? A Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Huh. Hello, Elvis. Elvis Tech. How you doing? Look, pal. What part of we're busy don't you get? Wait outside and I'll be with you in a bit. Oh, that's not good. Your face is red as a tomato. Red face, gritted teeth, let's see. I said we're busy. Wait, that's it. Stomach cramps, am I right? No need to worry. It's nothing an injection can't cure. Now, roll up your sleeve for me, it won't hurt. Much. No thanks, pal. I'm healthy as can be. Oh? Oh, you have a headache. Too much alcohol. Oh, that's no good. Get yourself some water and an ibuprofen or your Nurofen or whatever it is. Whatever your anti-inflammatory medication of choice is, and take it easy. Yes, and drink plenty of water to flush out the alcohol as well. And who might you be? Oh, sorry. I totally forgot to introduce myself, huh? The name's Needler. Florence Needler. If I remember correctly... Do I have any ibuprofen? Yeah, I'll just send you some over the internet. Yeah. Sorry. Unfortunately, shipping to and from Australia is a bit difficult. I say difficult, it's just expensive. And I don't have any money. Now, what was I saying? Florence Needler. In the fan translation, her name was Karen Jensen. Cause they were trying to pun on the words care and injection, I think. I guess. From Australia to Chile, quite expensive, I would say. Yep. And that's not even getting into, recent events. But let's not dwell on those. I like Florence Needler. Because you got Florence Nightingale and needles. Whew. I'm a nurse at Hertz Hospital. Hertz Hospital. Oh, that's so good. Well, nobody here is hurt, so... Are you sure you have the right room? Yeah, you're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? Wow, those are some deep furrows in your brow. Are you feeling alright? Suffering from a severe headache? I could give you an injection that'll... I'll be fine, thank you. Could you please just tell us what you're doing here? Huh? Oh, sure. Well, it's like this. I brought somebody to see you. Wait right there, I'll go grab her. Needles is like a word game. Yeah, it is like a word game. Wait! Too late. I wonder who she brought along. Yeah, because a lot of the names in Ace Attorney, well, especially... I don't know much about the other languages, but I know in Japanese and in English, a lot of them have, plays on other words and phrases. If she's here from a hospital, maybe it's a patient? Someone you cut down the size with your trademark rapier wit? And what exactly is that supposed to mean? See, that right there, sir. When you glare at me like that, I lose the will to me. The will to live. Oh, that messed me up good. In Spanish, wordplay is lost due to translations. Yeah. A lot of translations, a lot of localizations to other languages are very difficult. Especially if you're going for certain kinds of puns and other jokes. Because there are languages where they're just not gonna work. You don't want to send me to the hospital. You don't want to send me to the hospital, do you? Surely he's exaggerating. After all, that's the look I always give him, and nothing's happened so far. Uh-oh. Sorry to keep you fellas waiting. Well, thoughts? None, thanks. Oh, this little lady. Sometimes other wordplay is added as replacement. Sometimes it works, other times it doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, that happens in English too. Like sometimes, like scripts have to make up new jokes to replace old ones they couldn't figure out. It happens all the time. It's not a bad thing. It's just a thing.
Thoughts on what?
You don't recognize me?
There is something about her. Something familiar.
This had your name on it. So I thought, just maybe.
So you really did put somebody in. Don't be ridiculous, detective. But look, sir, your name's right there on the card. Public Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, plain as day. Be that as it may.
I'm so sorry. What she's trying to say is she has amnesia.
Amnesia?
Yes. At least that's what they tell me. Her parents must be so worried about her. Ouch! I bet they've only been getting around 8 hours of sleep each night. You gotta feel for them.
Do I, though? Because that's quite a lot of sleep, if you ask me.
In fact, 8 hours is about the healthy. Like, between 4 and 9 hours, 4 and 10 hours is usually, like, pretty good gamut of, like, how many hours of sleep to get.
Oh, tough break, but don't you worry, alright? Since you had his card, that means you really must know Mr. Edgeworth somehow.
Yeah, it's almost like, how many teenage girls do you know, Gumshoe Edgeworth? You sleep 5. That's 5's pretty good, yeah.
I don't know how many hours I sleep, honestly. So just sit back and we'll take it from here, right, sir? I want to say, like, I sleep about maybe 9 hours, roughly. Between 6 and 9 hours is my gamut. At the very least, we might be able to help you figure out your identity.
Really? Will you?
University doesn't let you sleep much. At least today you were able to sleep for about 8 hours. Yeah. A couple years ago, I was doing an apprenticeship in my town, and the hours were tough because you had to be up before dawn to do 9-hour work days, which meant waking up at like 4:30 in the morning. And if I went to bed at 10, as I tried, I would get 4 hours of sleep, if I was lucky. That messed up my brain. More than it needed to. It's going to come down to what you remember, but yes. Sometimes you sleep in the lab, or, yeah, you gotta get your sleep where you can. People forget how important sleep is. I mean, I also forget how important sleep is. Now that's the Mr. Edgeworth I know. Don't worry, miss, you're as good as healed. But I also have ADHD, so sometimes it's very hard to get to sleep. Because I'm trying to like not rack my brain, but just like I try to daydream myself to sleep. I just think about things that are fun and funny until I just fall asleep. Let's not get carried away here, detective. I'm a prosecutor, remember? Not a miracle worker.
Who are you? Where do we even start? So, do you remember your name, miss?
I'm sorry. She's been like this since she came in yesterday.
So she's only been in the hospital for a day.
No way! That's amazing! How did you figure it out so fast?
How can one person be so emotionally draining?
Edgeworth is wordplay too, like the edge of a sword, and worth, like is worth? Yeah, that's right. Because his Japanese name is Mitsurugi, which I forget what mi means, but tsurugi means blade as well.
I need to actually, double check.
They found her wandering around late last night and brought her in.
Let's see, please tell me the key.
I wanted to help out, so I went through her stuff to see what I could find.
And did you find anything apart from my business card?
Nothing with her name or home address. Oh, wait a second. She was wearing this. It's a pretty unique design, right? Yeah.
This pin. What the heck? Oh my god, sir, she stole Kay's pin! That Yadagarazu pin. Does that mean... But it can't be. Kay, is it really you?
Kay. Oops. Is that for somebody who protects people? Is it a hero of justice's pin?
No, it's a prosecutor's badge. I believe you're thinking of an attorney's badge.
I am? But it feels warm somehow. I feel like somebody I know used to have one. Somebody important.
Her father was a prosecutor. I suppose perhaps she's recalling flashes of her childhood.
You like pins, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
Not particularly. No.
Still, you always seem to have one on you.
It's part of the job, I'm afraid. And this one is also a piece of evidence.
Kay's the girl from last week, the ninja girl? Yeah. She is. She was in the first Investigations game as well. And she's been here. She's been in each episode of this game as well. And she's basically what Maya... She is to Edgeworth what Maya is to Phoenix. She's like the little lady assistant of the game. Oh, so you carry things you don't like around as a form of willpower training?
That's not it at all.
Oh. Yeah, I was right. But the wiki doesn't tell me what the other kanji in his name means. The mi tsurugi part. So I'll open up Jisho. It'll tell me. You like the objection thing? Yeah, it is. It is good.
It's you, isn't it, Kay?
I'm
Kay.
Come on, Kay. You really don't remember? Look, it's me, Gummy. That's what you always call me.
Gummy. But you're an adult. That's so rude. I don't really call you that, do I? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I feel so guilty now.
Whoa, what the heck happened to you? I've never seen you so polite. Being polite and sensitive's just not... Where's the Kay that I know? You're nothing like her. Careful, detective. We wouldn't want her to get the wrong impression. You make it sound as if Kay wasn't normally polite or a sensitive soul. Not that he's wrong exactly, but...
So, what kind of person was I before?
Well, first of all, your full name is Kay Faraday. You're bright and fun and full of energy and... Oh yeah! You're a great thief.
A great thief.
There's a little more to it than that, but yes. Thieves generally steal other people's valuables from their dresses or vaults and...
Steal? But that must be so awful for the people I took things from. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was a criminal. Maybe I lost my memory as some sort of punishment.
But no, that's not what I meant at all. Oh, I don't think that did her much good, sir.
But it sure explains one thing. Look at these gloves. They're just the kind a person like that would wear.
Hey, that outfit!
This? It's what she was wearing when they found her. But we had to get her to change out of it and put on hospital clothes, so that's why I have them.
There's something on this part here. Could it have something to do with how Kay lost her memory? I'll send the outfit over to forensics later and see what they can figure out. Please do, detective.
Boy, they really are some thievy clothes, huh? I'm a criminal?
You may be a great thief, but you've never committed a crime in your life. Rest assured, you are no criminal.
If you say so.
Perhaps we'd better leave it there for now.
Memory loss. Oh yeah. I looked up the other one. I looked up the other kanji. It's basic. It's the kanji for the polite way of saying like words. Like you have han for rice and then gohan for lunch. Or you have like it's that prefix. Do I know how to read kanji? Kind of. Some kanji. I can read hiragana, I can read katakana. Kanji depends. Depends on what I'm reading. But I have a website called that I've got bookmarked called Jisho, which shows me like basically a dictionary, so I can actually like figure out what the meanings and the readings and all that jazz. I'm sorry. I wish I could remember who you are. How do we know each other exactly?
Well, that is
How do I put it into words? You're Prosecutor Edgeworth's assistant.
I am? So, a prosecutor is the head of some sort of great thief network then? No, Kay, no. No. You wish you could, but the only language you know a little of is English, and that's it. Well, the only other language you know of. That's okay. I just really like learning about languages. And I had a hobby that inspired me to figure out how to read kana and kanji a bit. No, not quite.
We last saw Kay 2 days ago. Perhaps we should try to figure out what she's been doing since then. Was the pin the only item on her person when you received her, Nurse Needler?
There were a few other things, but I doubt any of it will be of much use to you. If you want to know Spanish, you can teach me things. That's cool. I've got a couple of friends who are also learning Spanish. And we also have a friend in Mexico as well. There are a few other things, but I doubt any of it will be of much use to you.
I'll be the judge of that. Could you please show them to us?
Well, alright then. In no particular order, I present.
A German ninja mask? Was she at a show or something? A letter. C. For cranberries.
Spanish is your native language, so you don't mind answering questions. All good. All good. If I ever think of how to say a phrase in Spanish, I'll ask.
A letter and it's addressed to Kay. Next, a ticket stub. And finally,
Bigg Building.
a fake flower. The kind people like to spruce up their bathrooms with too. Hey, that's the kind of flower my birds would like to chew up. It's a corsage, Detective, and they're usually worn by women.
Edgeworth, you could rock a corsage. And that's that. Big with 2 G's, like really big. Bigg. Yeah. And that's that. So, anything useful in there?
Kinda hard to tell. Frankly, I'm not seeing a connection between any of them. I should take a closer look at each piece later when I have the chance.
The German Ninja. Good old German Ninja. Wonder if his show's still going. Surely they replaced the original actor by now. A letter. Ticket stub. And magenta flower. Hot. The hottest pink.
Oh, this is bad. How do we get Kay's memory back? We can't just let her stay like this forever. Calm down, Detective. I have an idea. You do? I know you'd come to the rescue, sir. So, what is it? Look closely at the ticket stub.
Oh, that's for the it's for the viewing platform at the top of the Bigg Building. Bigg Building.
The Bigg Building? You know the place?
Everybody knows it, silly. It's the hottest date spot in town.
See, I wouldn't have known that. I don't go on dates. It is very biggy.
They say that if a couple holds hands while they're up there, they'll stay together forever. Tee-hee!
This is yesterday's date, and the ticket's only valid on the date specified. Plus, it's a stub. That means she used it, right? I think it's a distinct possibility. Well, shall we go see what we can find?
Now? Just like that?
The only way to figure out how Kay lost her memory is to retrace her steps. But what about your thing with the committee? It's not for a little while yet. We have time.
Great, so can I leave Kay with you?
That would be for the best, but you don't mind, do you, Kay?
Oh, of course not. Thank you. Alrighty then, back to work I go. If you need anything, feel free to give me a holler at Hertz Hospital, okay? The hospital that hurts. I could come running with a syringe or three, wherever you might happen to be.
Yes, thank you. I doubt we'll be needing that particular service. Now then, Detective, shall we get going? You too, Kay. Yes, sir.
Yes, of course. The Bigg Building Plaza. Whose legs are those over there?
So according to this pamphlet, the Bigg Building's 50 stories high.
Ah! That's very tall.
Ooh, I don't like being in tall buildings, I'll be honest with you. I get a little bit of dizziness when I'm up high in a building. We were in a couple of skyscraper hotels when we went to Melbourne last year. And I do not like looking down from a tall place. Unless it's in a plane. In a plane, I know I'm safe. It's all offices inside, so the viewing platform up top's the only part that's open to the public. Here, this one's for you, sir. That we're handing them out for free in the ticket area. How very kind of you, Detective. Yeah, I also used to have a lot of nightmares about falling down as a kid.
Probably because of the one time I fell off the top of a bunk bed when I was about 7.
Oh yeah, you got the fear of heights too. Like, even the 3rd floor. Yeah, looking down at the world. Yeah, it's very scary. Definitely. All right, I think it's time we headed inside.
Look out! The Bigg Building! It's about to fall! What?
Whoa! We gotta do something.
Do what? No, please, I'm begging you, stop! It's no good. Without fresh milk, my thoughts just aren't getting through to him.
What's happening here? What's going on with the building? Just stay calm and talk to me, kid.
Cut! Cut! I'm so sorry. We're shooting a movie. So, could you, Penny!
Ah, yes. I thought as much. Forgive our intrusion. We'll get out of your way. Detective! Oh, sorry. Oh, you really had me there for a second.
Yeah, whatevs.
Hey, director guy, can we take 5? I can't work under these conditions.
I'm so sorry. Sorry. Oh gosh. So they stopped the building from falling down? That's good.
I wish we had the time to explain, but maybe later. Now, I don't think retrograde amnesia would preclude the understanding of what a filming set is. I feel. Come along, you two. Let's make ourselves scarce.
Pretty.
Whoa, get a load of that view. Feel the sun on your face.
The wind is very strong up here.
That's okay. You just stand behind me or Mr. Edgeworth here. We're both more than big enough to keep that breeze away. Is this like a wedding arch?
No, I don't think so.
It looks like... It looks like it's just a regular... Oh, I say regular, but like... It might be a, rooftop garden. Speak for yourself. Although I don't doubt... It does look like the kind of rooftop garden that you could, like, hold a wedding for on. Well, okay. Does this place bring back any memories?
I'm not sure. Have I really been here before?
Perhaps simply encouraging her to talk will help. Okay, please, any thoughts or feelings that come to mind might be a clue we can use.
Alright. I don't know if this will be of any help at all, but...
Well, we're gonna rebut her? Really? Also, I love those griffin statues.
Hell yeah. I still can't be sure if I have even been here before. It's so high up and the wind is so strong. It's terrifying. I don't remember. I just don't remember anything. It's no good. I'm sorry.
I remember... Interrogation start. No dice, huh?
I'm sorry. I feel so useless. I know I'm supposed to have all these memories, but I just can't remember.
You have amnesia, Kay. Don't be so hard on yourself. Listen, sir, maybe just this once, try not to be so intimidating, okay? Or at the very least, don't use your trademark glare on her. Nobody asked for your opinion, detective. Right, we're gonna argue with an amnesiac girl.
I still can't be sure if I've even been here before. Actually, this gives me ample opportunity to check these things. Dear Kay, don't worry, I'll make sure you get your precious thing back. Rosie. Who stole Kay's... Who stole Kay's precious thing? Was it Marissa? I bet you it was. Can't believe it. Marissa stole the precious thing again. And we can have a cross-section of the Bigg Building. Tree, stand! And everything else.
Hold it!
Well, this ticket stub says otherwise.
But
I don't remember. I don't remember coming here at all.
A stand like a JoJo stand? Stando tsukai ka.
I can't even imagine wanting to come here. It's so high up and the wind's so strong, it's terrifying.
Kay used to love places like this, though.
But am I really her?
I hope so.
I feel dizzy just taking a look around. I don't even think anyone should be allowed up here.
Was that a JJ reference? Yes, it was a JJ reference. Stando tsukai is how one says stand user in Japanese.
What if an old person fell? Or a child? It doesn't bear thinking about.
There's a fence all around us and it's plenty high. There's really no need to worry. Whew. I thought I was hearing a rumble coming from my air conditioner just then.
No, it's just the thunder outside. Of course it is. If you say so.
I do say so. I just don't remember anything. If nothing's coming to mind, then just take a look around. Do you recognize anything? Anything at all?
Let's see. Cherry blossoms.
Go on.
I was standing under the cherry tree. Yes. I was trying to stay out of the rain. It was raining, I remember. Now. And there was a red something.
A red. I'm wearing red. Edgeworth's wearing red. So it was raining, and she was underneath the cherry tree. And she saw something red from where she stood. But what?
Was it something I said?
No, but if you could add that to your testimony, we can explore it further.
Hold it!
There's something red. Can you tell me any more about it?
I'm not sure. It was just a red thing. That's all I can say.
What can we see nearby that's red? Was it the concession stand over there, perhaps?
A stand? A red concession stand? Yes, I think that was it. Somebody was walking toward me from beyond it.
And then what happened?
Then, I'm sorry.
That's all right. If you could just add what you've told us to your testimony.
There was someone walking toward me from beyond the concession stand.
Hold it!
Tell us more.
The stand in question is the one behind you, correct?
That's right. I remember the red color, and the person walking toward me from beyond it. I saw it all from under the cherry tree.
Tell me something. This person you keep mentioning, could you not see their face? Or did you simply not know who they were?
I'm sorry. I'm just not sure.
So all we have to go on is a person walking toward her from beyond the concession stand. And the fact that she saw this from beneath the cherry tree.
I think this is it, because... Let's double check what we're looking at. Unless the person was working at the concession stand.
Objection!
You say that you saw someone over there beyond the stand? And that they were walking toward you?
Yes, I can see them getting closer.
Are you sure it wasn't a ghost?
Ghost! No, it was a person, I'm sure of it. But from where you were standing, anyone you saw on the other side of the concession stand, not the confession stand, that's down the road, would have to have been floating mid-air, hundreds of feet above the ground. Unless it's another samurai, steel samurai balloon. So how on earth could it have been a person?
Eek! I'm not lying, I promise. Somebody read the stand. Somebody read, and they were on the other side. They were walking towards me, getting closer and closer. And then they...
Kay, what's the matter? You're alright, we're here. Whatever it is, it can't hurt you.
I was pushed and I fell. By a person in... Yes, a red raincoat.
A person in a red raincoat who could walk on air? And who supposedly pushed her off of the building? None of this makes any sense. Not the least of which, nobody could fall from this height and survive.
Oh.
Attention everyone, please stay right where you are. What's wrong, officer? I'm Detective Gumshoe. You mind filling me in? Yes, sir. A body has been discovered here in this building, sir.
A body has been discovered.
A body? Whose body, exactly? Not sure, we're still working on it, but we do know that the victim is a young woman, and that her name is Kay.
What?
What the blazing?
To be continued. Immediately.
What a ride. What a wild ride. I should have subtitled this Edgeworth's Wild Ride, but whatever. An incident comes to light.
Hey yo, Quinsby! Hi-yo! How you doing? Good to see you again. It's a dead body, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we are in the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence Chamber. Incredible. Wait, this room. Officer, isn't this... Yes, sir. This is the trial chamber for the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence.
You've been super busy, but finally able to catch me live. That's awesome. How have I been?
I've been ill. I had a weird thing happen with my sinuses. And I think I finally figured out that it's something to do with my air conditioner.
But I'm okay now. And look. My Easter costumes. I finished them.
So it's here now? I knew that they'd moved out of the prosecutor's building.
Yeah. Hype, hype.
But I had no idea that they'd come here.
Huh? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. And Kate, too.
Small world. You love them, you forget when Easter is. That's okay. I figured it out, I had to double check the calendar myself way back in February. I was like, when is Easter? Is it March or April? Because it's usually March or April. It's one of the 2 months of the year.
How are you all doing? Is Kay feeling any better?
No, she's not. We heard there was some kind of incident. I'm sorry, but who might this be?
This? This is my grandma. Hold on 1 second.
And yeah, I revealed Plushie's costume the other day on April Fool's. Literally only so I could tell everyone, hey, I said I was making one costume, but actually I made 2.
Name's Hilda Hertz, Sonny. And who the heck might you be? She said.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth at your service. Nurse Needler.
They're both really pretty. Thank you.
I did quite a bit of work fixing. I managed to redo the physics on my hair. I like added new bits of physics. You won't be able to see it at this point, but I added physics to my leggies.
And I adjusted the tail so you can actually see it better when I turn. See?
And just for this stream where I have both my models out, I've got Plushie's head turning reversed. Just so we're always like we're somewhat synchronized.
Thank you.
I like how both of them turned out. Nurse Needler, your grandmother's name Hertz. Is she, you know, in pain?
Yep. She's the
Dog's going off outside in the street again.
Yep, she's the director of Hertz Hospital.
This old folk woman is the head of a hospital?
Don't you old foey me, you danged reprobate. Ahem.
How did she do that? She read your text. She knows how to read text backwards, Edgeworth. Whoa, sounds like you're kind of a big deal, ma'am.
Oh, that's not... That's not true. Not wrong. Not wrong at all. Oh, him? He's the one looking after the girl. The one with the amnesia. You realize how little that narrows it down?
It seems Dr. Hertz is a bit of an introvert.
Want me to fix those brow furs of yours, Sonny?
Oh. Oh, there's no fixing those, ma'am. They're downright incurable. Like death.
What? You're sure you want me to say that, Grandma?
Well, alright then. I tried to think of something really silly. But, I decided against it.
Now, I don't get a dang thing more to say than any of you. You go on about your business, you hear? As long as that business don't involve messing with the deceased body, I got work to do.
When you first popped in, you thought of the marketable plushie meme. Well, yeah, that actually... I kind of did. I was inspired by the idea of making a marketable... a plush version of my... model. Wait, please, wait.
Not a dang thing, I tell you.
Hey, you can't talk to us like that. What gives you the right, huh, pal?
Oh, didn't I mention Grandma's also a coroner?
She's in charge of this case, she's ouch! Which means exactly that. What do you mean? Exactly what? How am I supposed to know? She said it, not me.
It's like I'm trapped in a comedy routine I can't escape.
Well, we've got a buddy to be looking at. Catch you later, gang, and take care.
What the heck is their deal? What does it matter? As long as we have permission to investigate.
What does it matter? It matters a bunch, sir. What will you do now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Examine the scene of the crime, of course. What kind of prosecutor would I be if I didn't? Love how aggressive Gumshoe is this game. Yeah, I mean... Edgeworth is about to be called in to see the committee of prosecutors. Because of the antics of the previous three cases. Then they're gonna decide whether to take away his badge or not. His attorney's badge. Prosecutor's badge. Alright, let's get to work. And also, Kay is injured and amnesic. For whatever reason.
That person over there is called Kay, right? Surely that means I can't be the Kay you know.
That's what we're looking to figure out. But don't worry. You are the Kay we know. I'm certain of it.
Thanks.
A Kay who lost her memory and a victim who shares her name. Both meeting their respective fates here at the Bigg Building. The Bigg Building. God damn it. No doubt, this case will be the key to restoring our Kay's memories. I'd stake my life on it. Alright. Here we go. If things had gone as they were meant to, I'd be standing at this podium right now. But yeah, guess so, huh? I'm glad the hearing got delayed, but I wish it wasn't because somebody died. Although it would have been that much harder to investigate had my badge been taken away. The best thing I can do right now for all parties involved is to get to the truth behind this incident.
Sorry, but we're kind of busy right now. Grandma's still looking at the body. Oh! You stay the heck out of my way, you hear? So could you give us a few more minutes?
Of course. We'll come back and examine the body ourselves later, after she's done. Officer, tell me about the security arrangements for this room. Yes, sir. You need a special keycard to enter, sir. Why is your hand on my shoulder, sir? Interesting. So not just anybody can enter. In which case, the person who discovered the body would have been... yes, sir, a member of the committee. They found it when they arrived for today's hearing. The hearing. My hearing. Which would be underway right now if it wasn't for this.
You also have a candlestick down... No. A candlestick.
An enormous semicircular desk with seating for 11. Almost reminds me of a certain legend.
John Legend?
I know the one, sir. The Knights of the, Brown Table, right? Whoops, I guess that wasn't it. The Knights of the Brown Table. The Knives of the Brown Stable. The Knights who say knee. Further and further from the mark. But I'll remain from rubbing his nose in it, for now. Oh, I thought I could... Okay. I guess the joke was so dumb I almost spat my water. If I remember right, they did the fan translation did actually put the Knights Who Say Ni in that reference. That's a lot of books, sir. It's kinda intimidating if you ask me. Intimidating? What could be more welcoming than a good book, detective? I guess that depends. I got the chewing out of my life in the library back in the day for running laps inside it. But this isn't really a library, is it? So maybe I can jog around a little, work off some of this anxiety. The way he just... Edgeworth staring right at the camera. Something tells me that if I don't stop him, he might very well start running around and around.
Like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Blood!
It's a statue of the goddess of justice. Shit, I've stepped in the blood. You sure know your stuff, sir. So, does she dole out blessings or what? She's not that kind of goddess, detective. She's a symbol of the sanctity of the law. The scales represent justice, the sword, retribution, and the blindfold shows her impartiality. And I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Like the blood that's now on the soles of my shoes. There's a pool of blood here at the foot of the statue. Judging by the amount and how it has spread, I'd say this was where the victim was killed. But the body's on the table behind us, sir. How come? I can only surmise the killer must have moved it for some reason after committing the murder.
Eh? Sorry to intrude. Who is intruding? Frenzy! Sorry to intrude. Who are you? Ow! Huh? Was that Grandma? I know that voice anywhere. That's Von Karma's little girl. Oh, so you two know each other? It has been too long, Grandma Hertz. And you as well, Miles Edgeworth.
What's she doing here? Franziska von Karma. She is the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a prosecutor, like myself. These days, she's mainly been working with Interpol, though I thought she was supposed to be abroad. Rude, Edgeworth.
Don't look so surprised. Where my investigations lead, I follow, no matter where in the world that might be.
Which means that there must be some kind of international angle to this case, yes?
You know full well that I've been pursuing a certain smuggling ring. And that I won't rest until it has been destroyed and its ill-gotten goods recovered.
So the smuggling ring's involved, then?
That information is to be shared on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
I see she means to be as helpful as ever.
Miss Von Karma, was it? Grandma wants to tell you something. I'm about done here. Scene's all yours.
In that case, we'd like to examine the body ourselves too, if you wouldn't mind.
I mind plenty. I remember where I heard about you now, you dang varmint. Don't need no soon-to-be ex-prosecutor messing the place up. Go on, get. Just remember it's not me saying this stuff, okay? Please, Granny. It's important. Who you calling Granny, little missy? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
This is going nowhere. I didn't want to have to do this, but... Franziska,
I need you to add us to this investigation. We have to see that body up close or we'll never learn the truth about what happened to Kay.
As in, Kay Faraday.
Please, you gotta help us out here. Kay needs us.
I don't know what you're up to, but very well.
Thank you. You won't regret it.
Of course, I expect to receive a full explanation when I grill you later.
We owe you, sir. Big time.
I wasn't talking to you, Scruffy.
Ah!
Well, Grandma Hertz, will you allow them to examine the body? I ain't about to say no to an international big shot like yourself, hun. But are you sure about this? Yeah, I agree with Grandma. Are you sure you're sure?
She does still call him Scruffy.
Of course I'm sure. It's my prerogative to judge the whole world in my name. That's just common sense.
Of the extremely arrogant sorts, perhaps?
Suit yourself, but don't say I didn't warn you. Well, you heard her. Try not to get fired, okay? Don't worry. It'll take a lot more than this to ruin my reputation, should things turn sour.
Unlike me, who's on the verge of losing my badge. And my gun. What am I going to do without that? Wait. Wait a second.
Alright, let's look at the body. Let's go look at the body.
Well, one thing's for certain.
This is not Kay. She doesn't even look like her.
I think we knew that already, Detective. Edgeworth definitely American, my man. Listen, I cut that joke short because I remembered he doesn't like using guns. He doesn't like guns. Our Kay's standing right over there, after all. The victim looks to be in her 30s. She's wearing a white suit.
Man,
That is a nice suit, too. Could be she worked in one of the offices here in the building. Perhaps, but for now she remains unidentified. The question is, why did the police seem to think her name was Kay? I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention.
could it be this notebook?
This book! What the?
That's Kay's promise notebook. It's where she wrote down all the promises she made to her dad. Haven't seen this in a while.
Indeed.
Kay's promises to Daddy.
A book of vows made by a child to her father.
1. Never take things from a stranger. 2. Never go anywhere with a stranger. 3. Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. 4. Never cry in front of strangers. 5. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. 6. Fuck the police.
What exactly is it doing here? Moving on. Oh, I just remembered something Detective Baird told me a few years back. He said something precious to Kay had disappeared from the station. Wait, what? Wait, huh?
What? What? A few years back? Wait, what? What? That can't be right.
What? Evidence went missing from police custody? Detective Baird said he looked for it everywhere, but no dice. What could this mean? And why did it turn up here, of all places? You there. What do we know about this notebook, officer? The victim was holding it when they found her, sir. It was the only thing with any kind of name on it at the time. So that's how she became Kay.
Talk about a red herring! Still doesn't explain how she ended up with it, though. I'm not a herring.
If only we had a few more leads on the victim's true identity.
If only we had a few more... What the hell is that?
It seems she suffered a serious burn to her hand at some point.
You think it has something to do with how she died?
No, this scar's too old for that. Excuse me. I would imagine it happened some time ago. She's holding something. Detective, could you open her hand for me?
Yes, sir, right away. Is that a credit card? Key card.
What is this?
Wait, I know. It's a loyalty card. Probably from a store. Ouch! It's a key card. Why, sir? Why?
The question we should be asking is, what does it open?
A door, clearly. We got a corsage.
There's something pinned to the jacket here. A piece of magenta fabric.
Whatever it was, it looks like it was torn off pretty roughly.
The victim's hair's caked with blood.
Looks like she was hit with something, huh?
Unfortunately, it's too early to say for certain. Perhaps an answer will turn up as we investigate further. It doesn't look as if there's anything in the chest pocket.
Nothing except this hole right here.
By the look of how the fabric was torn, I think it was pierced by something sharp.
3 somethings, even. Can't keep your coins in there now. They'd all fall right out. You're not wrong, but God, is that something to say in the middle of investigating a dead body?
Have you never heard of a change purse, detective?
Oh, I used to have one of those, but then the moths ate it. Sure have, sir. It's another word for a pocket, right?
Oh, I give up.
Oh dear.
A pure white jacket with a deep red stain on its lapel. This jacket. The buttons are on the wearer's right-hand side. Oh, excuse me.
What's so weird about that? Buttons always go on the right, no?
Not on women's clothing. Traditionally, the buttons would be on the left.
That's the same for zipper flies as well. Like I always say, sir, you sure know your stuff.
This is common knowledge, detective. Nothing else seems amiss. Wait, what's this in the pocket?
What's it got in its pocket, sis? A pair of gloves, also white.
They don't seem to be soiled in any way. I imagine they must have belonged to the victim. Edgeworth definitely wears women's clothing.
Yeah, I mean, he could probably work this suit, honestly. I bet. With the heeled boots, the knee boots. Yeah, I think he could pull it off. And the candles. Very pointy candles.
Wait, no, those are the bits you put the candle on. My bad.
You think this could be the motor weapon?
A 3-armed candelabrum. The victim suffered the same number of puncture wounds to the chest. Puncture wounds that could well have been made by these spikes.
A candle album.
No, Gumshoe, no. Not quite, detective. A candelabrum. A candle holder, in other words.
Why didn't you just say that then, sir? I gotcha. That reminds me.
I forgot to pay my electricity bill once a while back, and I had to live by candlelight for a whole month. A whole month? Who does that in this day and age? Places that lose electricity, Edgeworth. Places that don't have electricity. I think you'd be surprised how many places that covers. Yeah, we have a thing to deduct. To duck. Quack. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Let's deduct. Could this be related to the evidence somehow? God, I hope so.
Eureka!
Judging by its appearance, I'd say that the flower Kay was carrying originally belonged to this victim. Yeah, now that you mention it, it does look like it's made out of the same fabric. Indeed. Let's make a closer comparison. The torn edges match up exactly. You got one heck of an eye, sir. An eye for fashion. Design. If the flower belonged to the victim,
This implies a connection between the victim and Kay Faraday. Furthermore, it appears that the flower was torn off with considerable force. Kay Faraday was involved in the incident somehow, and based on what we're seeing here, we may have no choice but to treat her as our main suspect.
what? But there's no way she could have done this. I can't even begin to imagine it. There isn't a murderous bone in her body. Nevertheless, we lack the evidence to disprove such an assertion.
Poor Kay. For the moment, we are simply considering all the possibilities. Isn't that right, Miles Edgeworth?
For better or worse, yes.
Now, gotta look at all this. Let's examine. We can examine the candelabrum.
The base is a very unique shape. If it were removed from a dusty shelf or something, it would be immediately obvious what had been standing there.
A six-pointed star. Pointy and red.
The prongs of each arm are covered in blood. The spacing matches that of the wounds in the victim's chest. But is this really the murder weapon?
Yeah, it could have been a posthumous injury. Kay's pin. We can look at it.
This is the pin Kay always wears. It's shaped like the mark of the Yatagarasu, and is very eye-catching indeed. I can't imagine any thief other than Kay would want to wear it.
Yeah. Okay, we have some more details in the... Oh, just on that one. Got the 50th floor, really? We can talk to the ladies. You pesky kids want something?
Nurse Needler, could you tell me a little more about your relationship with Dr. Hertz?
Sure, let's see. Well, I've lived with her since I was little. If I got lost while I was out playing, she'd come looking for me till the sun went down. If I fell over and grazed my knee, she'd watch over me till I found the strength to pick myself up.
That's quite the heartwarming tale. A very classic grandmother-grandchild relationship.
And once I became a nurse, if I stuck a needle in the wrong place, she'd say, There, you bonehead, there! And then she'd pull it right out and ouch!
Youch! I felt that, pal. Oh, can we stop talking about needles now?
Anyway, so yeah, I can do any kind of nursing thing I need for Grandma now.
Thank you. That was a very thorough answer indeed. Even if the story didn't end on a heartwarming note, it's nice that they share such a close bond, I suppose.
Examining the body.
You must be the best coroner in town, Dr. Hertz. I'll bet you could spot a cause of death in seconds and get it right every time, huh?
What do you know about coroner, you big galoot? You don't know the first dang thing!
Ouch! You'll have to forgive the detective, Dr. Hertz. I'll make sure he learns not to say such presumptuous things.
Huh, as if I care. You shut your pie hole and listen, Mr. Smarty Pants. Spotting a cause of death correctly in seconds is my bread and butter. Which is why the one thing that gets my goat worse than anything is folks getting in my danged way. I think that's all she wanted to say. Satisfied?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. All we want to do is examine the body for clues. We'll do our best to stay out of your way. I imagine it's because of how seriously she takes her work that she reacts so colourfully to us.
Hospital. Hertz Hospital is the finest medical institution in the land. It would have to be with Grandma in charge. How about it? You look like you could use some R&R. I'm sorry, do you also have a spa at Hertz Hospital? A day spa? You sure do, and you're in luck. We got us an empty suite or two with fancy hot tubs and all right now.
I was joking! I was joking! What do you mean you have hot tubs? Thank you, but as you can see, we're in perfectly fine health. We won't be needing a room at the hospital. Yep, fit as fiddles and strong as oxes. That's our motto, right, sir? It may be yours, Detective, but I'd like to think I have a little more going for me than that.
That doesn't matter. Hertz Hospital welcomes the hale and hearty, too. Our Healthy So What Stay Anyway campaign is in full swing and going great. Not sick or injured? That's nice. Your room is half price.
What? Nothing on earth could convince me to spend a night in the hospital for pleasure.
This is a one-time offer, you know. So how about it? Come stay at the happiest hospital in town. Which does remind me, Edgeworth, did you ever get the back of your head checked out? For all those bumps you got last game?
Getting knocked unconscious twice? Within 2 weeks? Oh, a hot tub does sound pretty good. And half price? This might be too good to miss. Seriously, Detective?
Goodness gracious. Never mind whatever the heck that is. Come here and give me a look at your ruffles, son.
I don't need your opinion on my outfit, Dr. Hertz. I need your opinion on this piece of evidence.
Ain't interested. I gotta say, I'm not really interested either.
Maybe I'll have better luck with something else.
Oh, so somebody stabbed the victim with that. You know, 'cause of the 3 little holes in her chest?
And how do you think she came by the injury to her head?
You're asking me? Sorry, not a clue. All we know is it happened after she died.
Was the head injury inflicted when the body was moved by the perpetrator, perhaps? Hopefully we'll find some evidence to tell us one way or the other.
Never mind that. Give me those ruffles, son. I'm so glad we found you so quickly. Bet Kay would have been lost without her dear old dad.
I am not her father. I'm simply an acquaintance.
Really? Then why did she have your business card? You think children just carry business cards? Their dad's business, their parents' business cards?
How many children do you know who walk around with their parents' business cards in their pockets?
See, Edgeworth gets it. I have grandma's.
All right.
That way I can be sure. Ouch! Who gives a hoot if you're the girl's father? You took her in, you dang well better look after her. Doesn't matter, you're the father that stepped up now.
I fully intend to. You needn't worry about that. Kay is safe with me.
Oh, hell.
Do you like the Jammer Ninja? No, you don't. What do you think of this? Oh, I showed them that already, I forgot. I am a dingus. A city billy. Even.
Well, that gave me nothing. How about Kay? Can we show her? Can I help you with something? Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't remember you well enough to accept a gift like that just yet.
That's alright. I wasn't offering it to you anyway.
I remember the person in the red raincoat. That much I'm pretty sure of.
But were they really coming towards you from beyond the concession stand?
Yes. They were walking right toward me. And I have proof. Of course I do. I remember they had legs.
But there's nothing out there beyond the stand. How could they have been walking on thin air?
I don't know. Maybe they were a ghost.
A ghost? I'm sorry, Kay, but ghosts don't exist. They're the very antithesis of science. I know several people who can who would refute that, Edgeworth. Across 2 game series.
Then this is one of those contradiction things, huh?
Cause you know what other game shares the Ace Attorney universe? Ghost Trick.
I was carrying this, wasn't I? I'm sorry. I don't remember anything about it.
Nothing at all. Even the tiniest clue would help.
Alright, let's see.
Ah yes, Edgeworth, so based, makes an inflammatory statement and refuses to elaborate, knowing full well he's wrong.
I think I might have just grabbed it on reflex when whatever happened to me happened. There's a saying, right? A falling person will clutch at a straw? What's the matter? You're making a strange face.
I don't want to dissuade you from trying, but please, I need you to think a little more before you speak.
I understand.
Well, that's not it. Alright.
Not that.
Oh, not that. Alright. Oh, we haven't talked to this guy. How's the investigation going, officer? Great, sir. To tell you the truth, I've forgotten all about work and decided to focus on daydreaming. Ah! My MO, of course! They say if you think in pictures instead of words, it's really good for the right side of your brain, so that will be quite enough. I mean, if you have the capability to think in pictures, some people don't, and that's fine. In fact, I was thinking to myself last week that Because of, Larry, he said he only draws what he can see, so I wondered, maybe he has aphantasia. And I didn't even think to, mention it before. Now. Anyway.
Yes, what is it?
What are you thinking?
So Kay Faraday... So Kay Faraday has lost her memory. How could you let that happen, you fool?
I unfortunately have no good answer for that.
Excuse me, but it's not Mr. Edgeworth's fault. How are you walking around? You're covered from head to toe in bandages. Oh, thank you for your concern, but I'm fine, honest. They just stuck all these on me for some reason. You're really not yourself, are you? I didn't even say anything worth thanking me for. Miles Edgeworth, you better get her memory back ASAP, or you'll be sorry.
You could just say with your words that you're worried about her,
No, it's Franziska. She's psychologically incapable of being
open with her feelings.
Who do you think she was raised by? Miles Edgeworth, you might have plenty of time on your hands, but I am a busy woman. I don't have the time to look over every piece of garbage you thrust in front of me. Now put that away and consider the evidence in your possession more carefully before you bother me again.
She's every bit as unforgiving as ever, I see.
There's no doubt about it. This is the murder weapon. What sort of person would stab a woman with something like this? It's pathetic. They should have gone for the tall candelabrum.
We'll make the killer pay for what they did, but we have to find them first.
Yes. I only hope that the killer's identity won't turn out to be a truth we don't want to hear. Okay. Actually, was there another deduction thing?
I don't believe there's any more to be found here.
Really? Not even the fact that... we have the precious thing? Oh.
Can't be easy reading books that size. Or lifting them, for that matter. And the committee only just moved. It must have been quite the undertaking.
Hauling stuff around's kind of my forte. They should have given me a call.
Well, if we run into the chairman, I'll be sure to ask if there's more heavy lifting to be done. Yep, jet's going over. Jet, plane.
I was joking, sir. I can't be carrying stuff up 50 flights of stairs. I have a real job to do. What are elevators, my dude, Gumshoe?
I was joking too, Detective, but why were you planning on taking the stairs?
Chairs.
Nice, neatly arranged bookshelves stretching off into the distance. Quite a pleasing sight, don't you think?
Sure is. There's not a speck of dust on any of them. Reminds me of my special method for cleaning your office, sir. Sweep, then vacuum, then wipe it all down twice. Then on goes the floor wax, and then...
If only you approached your actual job with the same level of rigor.
Can we...
I don't believe there's more to be found here.
Alright. Is there anything else we can examine? Actually, what are our puzzle pieces? Oh, there we go. Easy. The rain's coming down again. It's been really stormy the last few nights.
I would imagine that the victim's keycard probably grants access to this room, wouldn't you?
In fact, the thunder last night was right overhead, and there was one point our house practically shook almost. Almost like that earthquake from the other week. Not to the exact same thing. I didn't scream and almost topple over my own microphone.
Let me go find out, sir. I'm back. That was quick. They found some details on that key card in the security system. It's for this room, just like you said. So the victim was able to enter and exit this chamber freely. Assuming that the key card actually belonged to her, yes. Indeed. Key card. Oh, that was it, huh? It seems we're no closer to discovering the identity of our victim.
Then, am I really Kay? Can you really be sure?
Of course we're sure. What are you talking about?
Thank you. And that person lying there?
Is someone you may have murdered. But that's all we can say for now. Why would you say that, Franny? No, there's no way she did it. Isn't that right, sir? Indeed. I don't believe the Kay we know could have done something like this.
You're becoming a real softie, Miles Edgeworth. Well, look who it is again! Who's this?
I know that voice.
My son! With a winning smile and the #1 name in the business, it is I, Prosecutor Eustace Winner.
Please, forgive the intrusion.
Step away from that body, Edgeworth. I didn't call for you, and I don't need you. This case is mine. It's what the victim would have wanted.
You knew the victim? So it really is her. But be not afraid, everyone. For the Goddess of Justice will guide us to the truth.
She sure will. Now that I'm here, everything's gonna be all right. Whoever did this will live to regret it. I'll show them.
Miles Edgeworth,
Who is this imbecile?
why am I getting the death glare? I've got nothing to do with him. Franziska von Karma, I presume. My apologies. I should have introduced myself sooner. Verity Gavel, at your service.
Cutsy.
And the deceased in this case is
Rosie Ringer, attorney at law, and a member of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. That organization name is gonna trip me up every time.
I see. That would explain the keycard. So, you're the lead prosecutor.
Yep. Which means this case will be solved in You didn't tell me your name yet, little boy. If you want to know my name, all you have to do is Ow! Stop babbling and tell me now.
Wait, hold on. What is the age difference between them?
It can't be more than like 2 years. She's 19, he's 17. This is just two kids hitting each other. It's Eustace. Eustace Winner.
I think we've established where the balance of power lies in this particular room.
Mr. Guy in charge. Here, this is from Grandma. What's this? Oh, the preliminary findings. Looks like it's game over for you, Edgeworth.
This isn't a game, Mr. Winner. This is a visual novel. With puzzle elements. And point-and-click features.
Alright, that's me done. See you next, Stiff. Yeah, home time. I can murder a bowl of noodles right about now.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hold on! Put the phone down! Wait a second! Oh, phrasing.
We're out of here, everybody. Stay healthy.
Oh, my head, it's light as hell. Oh. Ugh.
Let's see. So, the wound on her head is from when she fell over after she died. Eustace, it was the candle holder that killed her, huh? And she died sometime late last night. What now, Gavel?
It's very kind of you to share the coroner's findings with everybody, Eustace. But we already knew that much. But perhaps you should leave it there. We wouldn't want you to strain your voice, after all.
No, let me do it.
No, that would be a tragedy.
Initial findings. Anyway, that settles it. We need to arrest Kay Faraday.
What? What the heck are you talking about?
I think Eustace's meaning was very clear. Miss Faraday is the murderer. And though she is dressed differently than usual, this young lady covered in bandages is Miss Faraday herself, correct?
You really mean to arrest her here and now? If you do, then I'll be forced to object. Loudly and forcefully.
And as if further confirmation were needed, there it is. The committee was right to call your conduct into question. It is questionable in the extreme. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, just go. It's fine.
Fine? This is anything but fine, Kay. Fancy way of saying I'm gonna throw a tantrum.
Oh, yeah. I still don't remember anything. So, maybe I did do it. Maybe I killed that poor woman and I just don't remember.
The goddess smiles on those who confess their sins. It is her wish that our confessions cleanse us.
It would be a false confession, Gavel!
She applauds your commitment to the cause of justice, as do I.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh, I'm actually getting kind of incensed.
Ooh!
Judge Gavel, Eustace, if you really intend to arrest Kay, could you at least explain your grounds for doing so? I, for one, certainly don't intend to yield. Not until I've seen some evidence to support your accusations.
Then allow me. Prepare to be hit with a face full of deductive genius, Edgeworth.
Is that what they're calling it these days? Never mind. Don't worry about it. Why, I think Kay did it. You know what I'm gonna do? I gotta go take a quick walk to the kitchen and make myself a new drink. I'll be back. And this gives me time to turn off my nightlight before it turns on again. Here we go. All right.
I'll be back. Just 1 minute.
Before I blow a gasket.
I feel a lot better now. Now that I've had that chance to take a deep breath and pour myself the last of the bottle of Moscato that was in the fridge. Alright. Just one moment. Just double checking something. See. Thank you. Thank you. Good to be back. Kind of. I mean. Alright. Why, I think Kay did it. They call it the human race because somebody has to win it, and that somebody is me. That's really funny. I won this race too. I saw it before anybody else did. Kay Faraday is the murderer, no doubt about it. She snuck into the committee chamber looking to do some of her trademark great thieving. Which means that nobody but her could have killed Rosie Ringer. Deductive genius. That was a total mess. And if Detective Gumshoe's saying that, you know it must be bad. I asked you to explain your grounds for arresting Kay, and yet you've explained exactly nothing. True, but we haven't seen any proof of her innocence either. Damn it. It's all right, Kay. Mr. Edgeworth will pull off a miracle somehow. You just gotta believe in him. My deductions aren't acts of divine intervention, you know. The miracle might never happen. Well, Miles Edgeworth, I'd hate for you to disappoint me. But in the event that you do, I will be sure to freely let you know. This is gonna have nothing to do with the actual topic at hand, but I need to press these. There are two major flaws with the statement you just made. Flaws? In a statement of mine? I don't make mistakes. It's literally impossible. And that's a third flaw right there. You're just trying to confuse me. That's a cheap tactic even for you. Well, it won't work. Because I'm the world champion of not getting confused. So there. I thought I was gonna say the world champion of getting confused. Which, honestly, I'm pretty good at that myself. Alright, statement 2. Would you mind explaining the grounds for your accusation in a little more detail? Well, if you insist. Prepare to be wowed, Edgeworth. I figured it all out before anyone else even had the chance. Before I even saw the scene. No, before I even heard about the case. So you had a dream about it. I knew it right away. She did it. She's the murderer. It can't be anybody else. Beep! Your grounds? Yes, sorry. Ow! I was just getting to that. She snuck into the committee chamber looking to do some of her trademark great thieving. Oh, really? And what was it she was trying to steal? Well, she said she likes to steal the truth, right? I mean, there's all those books over there. Maybe she was trying to steal those. A file. A very particular file. One pertaining to your professional conduct, in fact, Mr. Edgeworth. Uh-huh. And you can prove that she needed this file badly enough to steal it.
Overruled.
Oh, there'll be no need to go into that. Well, there, Mr. Prosecutor. No, that Won't be necessary. What? Please, Mr. Winner, continue.
Which means that nobody but her could have killed Rosie Ringer.
Hold it!
Now we know the victim's name.
And you have proof that it could only have been Kay who committed the murder.
Nope.
Then, might I suggest you try looking into other possible suspects with all due haste? For that, I believe, would be the winning approach here.
The winning approach.
Overruled.
No, he doesn't need to do that. According to the reports we received, the police have found no signs of anyone else's involvement.
So, you're accusing Kay based on that alone? A little tenuous even for you.
And suggesting that there are other possible suspects when there clearly aren't, isn't?
If only I had something that could prove Kay didn't do it. This is obviously a setup, plain and simple.
You don't have to.
It's alright, Kay. The truth will come out, I promise. I just need you to give me some time.
Okay.
Kay isn't capable of murder. There's no way she killed Miss Ringer. But I have to prove that somehow, or she'll remain a suspect.
Except she shouldn't be able to do that.
Objection!
Not at all.
Are you familiar with this room, Mr. Winner? It certainly sounds like you are.
What can I say? Winners know where winners go. I'm number 1 and 2 and 3.
In other words, the majority of your work is second, if not third rate?
Why do you always have to make fun of me?
You can take it as a slight if you wish, but the fact remains that you seem unfamiliar with this keycard.
Who do you take me for? Of course I'm familiar with it. You need one of those to get in here. Don't you? Have you no shame? Eek!
Mr. Winner, do you really even suspect Kay?
Of course I do. She did it. Faraday's the killer.
Then perhaps you can tell us how Kay got into such a secure room as this. Without a keycard?
There was the... And she... Yeah?
A masterful summary. Now, as we know, only members of the committee have keycards. Therefore, only they can enter.
Precisely.
Why is she agreeing with me?
Please take a look at this. I had security pull the data earlier. As you can see, the door to this room was opened at 12:52 a.m. with Miss Ringer's keycard.
And there was another one earlier in the night that didn't have a name attached. Wonder who that was.
We cannot know for certain, of course. But who's to say the culprit didn't enter the room with Miss Ringer? And then killed her over some sort of subsequent disagreement?
It's certainly a plausible theory, but that's all it is. For one, it would require the victim and her murderer to have known one another. Yeah, and Kay didn't know the woman, I'm sure of it.
Overruled.
How can you possibly be sure of such a thing? That's pure speculation on your part, Detective. There is no place for guesswork in the courtroom or at a crime scene. Hard evidence is what is required. In that case, are you suggesting that you have said
You have said hard evidence to support your theory? Evidence that Kay Faraday and Rosie Ringer knew one another? But of course.
What?
I have here a letter. Dr. Hertz found it in the victim's chest pocket.
Another of the victim's possessions. And you kept this to yourself until now. You planned for this, didn't you? Is that why?
It was the candle holder that killed her, and she died sometime late last night. What now? It's very kind of you to share the coroner's findings with everybody, Eustace. But perhaps you should leave it there. We wouldn't want you to strain your voice after all. Shall I read it for you? Rosie, thanks so much for agreeing to help with my plan. Now we can both get what we want. Good luck getting your revenge for what happened 12 years ago. Kay. This would seem to indicate pretty strongly that the two of them were accomplices, wouldn't you say? Accomplices in a plot to steal from the very room in which we are standing.
No!
Wait! So your principal suspect is Miss Kay Faraday, for this second crime, as well as Miss Ringer's murder. I'm the principal suspect?
Don't listen to her. It's all lies. All of it. Yeah, Gavel's only lucky Kay has amnesia right now. You're not like that. You'd never do any of the stuff they're accusing you of.
Then how do you explain the letter, Detective?
Tangy. Unlike Mr. Winner, I suspected that Judge Gavel herself had some proof to support her accusation. But I didn't expect it to be quite so definitive.
Nicely done, Gavel. Thank you, Eustace.
Hold it!
We're not done here yet. I still have questions, and you'd better have answers.
Would you mind if I handled this, Eustace? Be my guest. Have fun arguing Edgeworth into the ground.
I can't let them steamroll me on this. I have to find a way to take back the advantage.
Kay's letter. As the letter more than adequately proves, Miss Faraday and Miss Ringer were acquainted. It seems Miss Faraday had asked for Miss Ringer's help in a plot of some kind. But for whatever reason, their alliance must have broken down. Miss Ringer lost her life in the resulting disagreement, but she had one last card to play. The letter she kept safe in her left chest pocket, which spells out the name of her killer.
Oh, she's good. Better than ever, even. Think you could take it down, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, of course.
Don't do this out of pride, Miles Edgeworth. If you're going to fail, do it on somebody else's time.
Hey! Whose side are you on, sir?
There's only one side to be on, Scruffy. The side of the truth.
Uh-oh. Looks like the kid's got something to say.
Well, if there's only one side to be on, then it has to be on the winning. Ah! Quiet, you.
My thoughts exactly. All right.
Let's press these.
What exactly was the nature of their relationship?
Miss Faraday was grateful for Miss Ringer's cooperation, just as the letter says. I think that more than adequately describes it, don't you? Now, as I was saying, seems Miss Faraday asked for Miss Ringer's help.
Hold it!
Can you tell us any more about this plot?
The letter implies a theft. And it was written by your friend Faraday, making her the prime suspect. Case closed.
Objection!
Anybody can forge a letter. It's not conclusive proof of anything.
Overruled.
Hello, Alan Dix. How you doing? It's fine. Saturday, Friday. Friday, Saturday. Saturday, Saturday.
I also seem to recall Miss Faraday referring to herself as a great thief on more than one occasion. She's on sabbatical. How can you be sure of that? It's unlikely she would tell you if she'd resumed her activities, surely.
Hey, Alan X, you like my costumes?
Perhaps she took up stealing again and simply chose to keep it from you. I can't prove that either way right now, and she knows it. As I was saying, it seems Miss Faraday and Miss Ringer were involved in a plot to steal something. But for whatever reason, their alliance broke down. Whatever reason? Could you be a little more specific? Not at the moment. But I am sure our investigation will uncover any number of possibilities. Whereas your lack of proof that Miss Faraday is innocent continues to be a major problem for you. Hey, I was gonna say something about her stay in the hospital. Here we go, another patented curiosity. If you got into a serious argument with someone and they said you mad bro, or what are you gonna do, or so what's up then, what do you do? Ooh, interesting question. I don't know. I'm not good at arguments. Outside of outside of Ace Attorney, I'm not a good person to have arguments with because I'm a big baby, and I'm scared of making people angry at me. I wouldn't. So what would I do? I'd be like, I'd probably start crying. Honestly. I concede that some of the evidence would seem to point to Kay's involvement. But none of it is anywhere near conclusive.
Overruled.
Probably have an anxiety attack at the same time. A letter explicitly outlining a connection to the victim, backed up by supporting evidence from the scene. How much more conclusive could it be? And what's more, where is your proof to the contrary? Her left chest pocket. Hold on. For me, once I know I'm wrong in an argument, I just stop bullshitting. That's my toxic trait. I have at least a couple friends that are very good at bullshitting. They're very funny. Let's have a look. Victim's body discovered in committee chamber. Yes. If that was a gaslighting.
Objection!
There's a problem, Judge Gavelle. So the victim kept the most vital clue of all, closest to her heart. How very touching. The voices of the dead fight to be heard. And even then, they don't always reach us. But her voice rang loud and true, and it told us that Miss Faraday is her killer. Got a gaslight gatekeep girl boss. Well, Gavelle is showcasing that right now. I think you may have misheard her, Your Honor. Or perhaps an evil spirit was trying to mislead you.
Hey! You take that back!
Perhaps we should try listening to the words of the coroner's report instead. By all means. If I recall correctly, the victim was stabbed on her left side? Oh, shit. I fucked up. No. Shit, I fucked up. I made a mistake. What will I do now? Yes, I'm afraid so. You claim that the letter was found in the victim's left chest pocket?
Right where she was stabbed by the candle holder?
Indeed. 3 puncture wounds to the chest, and yet not one on the letter. Miraculous, no? Well, Judge Gavelle, how do you explain that? Because I can think of one explanation. That the letter was deliberately placed there after the fact in order to cast suspicion on Kay. Someone went to a lot of trouble to create the crime scene we see before us. And that someone is the real culprit, who almost certainly also forged this letter.
No!
It's clear that the culprit intended to frame Kay by means of that letter.
And you fell for it hook, line, and sinker.
Objection!
No! Faraday did it. The letter was... It was in her other pocket. Yeah. Ah, yes, the other pocket that doesn't exist.
Huh?
Seriously? The whole left chest pocket thing was a mistake. Whoever reported it must have meant their left. No! Stop your foolish floundering, you foolishly foolish fool. Or are you just that incurably foolish? Why do you keep whipping me? Stop making fun of my deductions. Yeah! There. I saved you the trouble of disciplining him.
Yes. Even though I had no intention of doing so. The letter is stained with blood, which suggests it had indeed been placed somewhere on her left side. Therefore, I doubt there was some sort of mistaken report. Not unless that report was given by you.
Gavelle, say something.
Ah. It's nice not to hear her speak. No objections? Good. Then allow me to continue. So, we have established the existence of a second suspect.
No, we haven't. The murderer had to get in here, remember? Who else could have gotten in apart from Faraday and Ringer?
Whoever it was would have needed a keycard. Judge Gavelle proposed that the killer entered the room together with the victim. But what if there is something questionable about the very basis of her theory itself? This piece of evidence points to another suspect other than Kay.
The record of the keycards.
Take that!
Another one was used.
Look again at the keycard record provided by Judge Gavelle a short while ago. As already noted, the victim's keycard was used at 12:52 AM, but you'll note that someone else's keycard is also listed.
A mystery person who could have entered beforehand and lay in wait for the victim, you mean? This other person entered at 10:15 PM, so it's certainly not outside the realm of possibility.
Except I'm afraid it is.
Oh? And where's your evidence, huh, Your Honor?
My evidence?
I am the evidence detective. Fuck off.
Ugh. It's your keycard, isn't it?
It was my keycard. God damn it. Fuck! What are we gonna do? There's nothing suspicious about a committee member entering the chamber as I please, is there?
Perhaps not, but that's also not the exonerating evidence you seem to think it is. Unless you can also prove that you yourself didn't murder your colleague.
Overruled.
What utter nonsense. What would I have had to gain from killing her?
Objection!
I'm sure you know how I'm going to answer that, Your Honor. I believe further investigation will shed light on any motives you might have had.
Overruled.
I am a faithful servant of the goddess. Why would I ever resort to an act of crime? As if appealing to religion
ever stopped anyone from being a criminal. There, I said it. Moving on. I used my key card, that much is true. But my reason for entering this room is far from questionable. Yeah. Then perhaps you'd care to tell us why? Oh no, I'm not telling you shit. I had business here in the committee chamber. There were certain preparations to make. Preparations? That sounds pretty suspicious to me. I am not at liberty to share what I was preparing for. Ritual sacrifice. But I'm sure Prosecutor Edgeworth can make an educated guess. No, that's the actual thing. My hearing. She must have been busy gathering the documents they're going to use against me. To relieve me of my badge. All right, children, that's enough. Who is this? It's good to keep our skills and our tongues sharp, especially when we're young, but that'll do for now. Who the fuck is this dude? Jesus! Really takes me back to the days of my youth. Back when I would wrangle with a certain detective. He disappeared, you know. I hope he's out there somewhere, living his best life. How many badges do you need, my dude? You'll have to forgive me. It's just, I get so emotional. The tears, I can't stop them. Chairman Winner. Oh no. Winner. Oh no. Verity, my girl. You ever stop working? Your dedication puts us all to shame. And his goggles are full of tears. And is this young Francisca I see before me? Dear child, when did you get so big? Uncle Winner. It's been far too long. Uncle Winner? And so formal. I thought we were like family. You used to sit on my knee and shout, Uncle Winner, at the top of your little lungs. But time goes by so very fast. One can't help but shed a tear. Dad? What are you doing here? What am I doing here? A committee member's been murdered and you're in charge of the case, my boy. Oh no. What is this? Bring your pops to work day? Silence. Do you have any idea who he is? This man is practically the right hand of the goddess herself. A former chief prosecutor and the current chairman of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. Now, Verity. There's no need to bring all that up. I'm just a harmless old man, really. So why do you have abs? Why do you have abs? Ugh! Allow me to apologize for the detective's rudeness. I am Miles Edgeworth, correct? And your little subordinate, Dick Gumshoe. I am Excelsius Winner. Oh, you gotta appreciate that fish-eyed stare he's given. Father to this idiot boy, among other things. My wife and I were so happy when he was born. Now, though, God, I hate his guts. And now she's gone too. Heaven only knows to where. Dad, here, use my handkerchief. Thank you, son. You're a good boy. In your own silly way. Like father, like son, I suppose, though it's hard to say who's the bigger fool. Sure you can. by height.
Well, Verity, how goes the investigation?
Thank you for asking, sir. We've identified a prime suspect, one Kay Faraday. We're currently trying...
Objection!
You don't have nearly enough to make her your prime suspect, and you know it. Or have you forgotten what we just discovered about that letter?
Objection!
I told you, that was just a mix-up. They got the wrong part. Yeah! Don't test my patience.
All right, that's enough. Let's all just calm down, shall we?
I'm sorry you had to see that, sir. My humblest apologies.
I think you've all made your cases very clearly. All except for you, Eustace.
What? But, Dad!
We are prosecutors and it is our duty to identify suspects and bring them to justice.
But I wouldn't dare call someone a suspect without evidence or a motive.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, I know all about your relationship to the accused. Thick as steel seems pretty apt based on what I've heard.
Kay's no criminal. She helped us catch bad guys loads of times.
Much about this case is still unclear, sir. Please, you have to let us... it's heartwarming, really. The bonds of friendship are so strong among the young. But circumstances being what they are, I'm afraid those bonds won't be enough.
Hey, what did you just burn? Those weren't, official documents, were they? What the heck is that supposed to mean?
The prosecutor's office needs this case cleared up as quickly as possible. Time is oh so precious, and we have so little of it. And there are so many other cases. I'm sorry, but you understand, of course, don't you? All right, Miss Kay Faraday. Time to come along quietly.
Yes, sir. You're not taking her. She's innocent, I tell ya. To defy the chairman of the committee is to defy the law itself. It is an act so brazen, a hearing won't be necessary at all. Are you prepared for Mr. Edgeworth to lose his badge over this, detective? Why the K goes down, or Mr. Edgeworth loses his badge. What the heck am I supposed to do? What the hell is even that? You'd use his badge to shield yourselves. Oh, how the committee too has fallen.
Kay, you are innocent. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Thank you. We've only known each other for a short while, but you've been very kind. And I'm sorry. Sorry for being a criminal. Your contrition has been noted, Miss Faraday, and it will be conveyed to the Goddess of Justice.
What in the world should I do? When I was little, all I wanted was to be like my father. To become an attorney and fight for those who can't fight for themselves. But now, my fate is tied to that of this one tiny badge. One tiny badge against the life of a dear acquaintance. Who am I kidding? There's nothing to weigh up here.
I guess this is it. Goodbye, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold it!
Judge Gavell, a moment, please.
Yes, what is it?
Your badge? What is the meaning of this? I am returning it. From this day forth, I am a prosecutor no longer.
Mr. Edgeworth! What are you doing? Myers Edgeworth, explain yourself right now! You're giving it all up, just like that. You can't mean it, sir. Tell me you're kidding, please. If you're not a prosecutor anymore, then what does that make me? I have one duty and one duty alone, to pursue the truth. If being a prosecutor means I must turn a blind eye to the very truth before me, then I will gladly shed the title to be free. I'll carve my own path, one I believe in. I won't let my search for the truth end here.
Objection!
Are you running away from the Von Karma? From me? Say what you will, Franziska. You won't change my mind. So you're leaving me behind again? I'll never forgive you for this. Never! No. This is all my fault. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for me. Wait, Kay, don't go. You stay right where you are, Detective. But sir! I'm not a prosecutor anymore. Don't say that! Where you go, I go, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm always there, right by your side. There's no need for you to do that now, Detective. Simply focus on your job and do what you can. Well, now this is no good, is it? We've let a dangerous criminal run free. I try, and yet it's never enough. There's no need to worry, sir. We'll set up a cordon. She won't get far. She better not. I'll be very disappointed in you if she does. Tell you what. I feel like that's a good place to finish up for the night, honestly. Because I went for a good while last week. When I finished, like, this feels like a good spot to do a cliffhanger. We'll see more next week. But until then, on Monday, I'll figure out what I'll do on Monday. I gotta do the Golden Idol DLC at some point. Someday. Someday. Huh. Anyway, before I go, I'll give you one last look at the full body of my Easter costumes. Look at them. Haha. Yes. Yes. And thank you for hanging out, Quimpsby and Elenix and Elvis Tech. Thank you. They are very cute costumes. I'm very happy with how they turned out. Yeah. Very cute. And you can see my little bunny tail again. Finally. The regular model has always had it, but I never rigged it to go far enough. Anyway. Till next time. Stay safe. And good night. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew pew. Take care of yourselves.